I hope you are having an amazing day. In this video, we will discuss a common but often misdiagnosed issue, camshaft position sensor problems. I'll walk you through 7 key symptoms to watch out for, plus the OBD codes you might see. Let's get our hands dirty. Before we start, if you find this info helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell. It really helps the channel, and you'll stay up to date with all our automotive tips and tricks. Now let's jump right into the 7 symptoms of a failing camshaft position sensor. First up, the most obvious sign, your check engine light comes on. This little lamp on your dashboard is often your first clue that something's not right under the hood. When it comes to camshaft position sensor issues, you're likely to see one of these OBD codes: P0340, P0341, P0342, P0343, P0344. If you've got a vehicle with multiple camshaft position sensors, you might see codes P0345 through P0349, which indicate issues with specific sensors. Remember, these codes aren't a definitive diagnosis, but they're a strong hint that your camshaft sensor needs attention. Next up, we've got engine misfires. If your camshaft position sensor is on the fritz, it can't accurately relay the camshaft's position to the engine control module. This leads to improper timing of fuel injection and spark, causing misfires. You might notice your engine running rough, especially at idle. It might feel like it's stuttering or hesitating when you try to accelerate. This isn't just annoying, it's also bad for your engine and fuel efficiency. Speaking of fuel efficiency, that brings us to symptom number 3, poor fuel economy. If you're suddenly getting fewer miles to the gallon, a faulty camshaft sensor could be the culprit. When the sensor isn't working correctly, the engine control module can't optimize the fuel injection timing. This often results in the engine using more fuel than necessary. If you notice you're hitting the gas station more frequently, it might be time to check that sensor. Symptom number 4 is starting issues. A bad camshaft sensor can make it difficult to start your engine, or in some cases, prevent it from starting altogether. Here's why. The camshaft sensor tells the engine control module the position of the camshaft, which is crucial for proper ignition timing. If the sensor isn't working, the module doesn't know when to fire the spark plugs, leading to hard starts or even no start conditions. If you find yourself cranking the engine longer than usual, or if it won't start at all, the camshaft sensor could be the problem. Moving on to symptom 5, stalling. This is particularly noticeable when you're idling or driving at low speeds. A faulty camshaft sensor can cause your engine to cut out unexpectedly. One moment you're cruising along, the next your engine dies. This isn't just frustrating, it can be dangerous, especially if it happens in traffic. If your vehicle is stalling intermittently, especially when it's warm, don't ignore it. Get it checked out as soon as possible. Symptom number 6 is reduced engine performance. If your camshaft sensor is failing, you might notice a significant drop in power, especially during acceleration. Your car might feel sluggish, like it's not responding properly when you hit the gas. Transmission issues. Last but not least, we've got symptom 7, transmission issues. This one might surprise you. After all, what does the camshaft have to do with the transmission? Well, in many modern vehicles, the engine and transmission control modules work together closely. The camshaft position sensor data is used not just for engine timing, but also to help determine when to shift gears in automatic transmissions. If the sensor is faulty, you might experience erratic shifting. The transmission might shift too early or too late, or it might have trouble shifting into certain gears. In some cases, the vehicle might even go into a limp home mode to prevent damage. Remember, while these symptoms can indicate a problem with your camshaft position sensor, they can also be caused by other issues. That's why it's important to get a proper diagnosis.